Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Rewind, and I'm here to give you my quick thoughts on the new HBO show, The Newsroom, which premiered last night. The Newsroom is set behind the scenes at the fictional Atlantis Cable News and centers around anchor Will McCoy, played by Jeff Daniels, his new executive producer Mackenzie McHale, played by Emily Mortimer, who he had a previous relationship with, and his newsroom staff, producer Jim, played by John Gallagher, associate producer Maggie, played by Allison Pill, news scanner Neil, played by Deb Patel, former executive producer of Night News, Don, played by Thomas Sadowski, and their boss Charlie Skinner, played by Sam Watterson. After a public meltdown, Will is forced to take a hard look at himself and his integrity, or lack thereof, after being labeled the Jay Leno of news anchors, preferring to play it safe rather than asking the difficult questions. Through a little motivation from Mackenzie, the team tries to put on a new show in the face of corporate and commercial obstacles and their own and personal entanglements. Now, I've been looking forward to The Newsroom for the last few months. The show's written by Aaron Sorkin, who wrote for shows like Sports Night and The West Wing, and he also wrote for films like The Social Network and Moneyball, and he's definitely working within his comfort zone. It's kind of like a blending of The West Wing with something like Sports Night. Right off the bat, these characters are a bit familiar in a good but somewhat predictable way, but I still like their interactions, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go, even though I could already tell most of their backstory. Sorkin has acquired an impressive cast of familiar faces and some not so familiar, like John Gallagher Jr. and Thomas Sadowski, two actors who are mostly known for their stage work, but they're quite good here. You also have Allison Pill, Emily Mortimer, Deb Patel, and Sam Watterson in one of his better roles in some time. However, the real standout, though, is Jeff Daniels in the lead role of Will. He's angry, he's funny, and he's lost his bite. Jeff Daniels is one of the greatest character actors in recent memory. He's absolutely terrific and completely underrated, and he uses Sorkin's dialogue to its utmost best. The show does have its flaws because it focuses on real events like the oil spill. Sorkin uses whatever knowledge we have now to inform these characters, which always puts them a leg above other news programs. There's also some silly coincidences involving Jim's sources when reporting the news. It's also at times a bit too patriotic and idealistic in the face of adversity. Sorkin has shown such great growth and maturity in something like Moneyball and The Social Network that The Newsroom at times feels a little bit too patriotic with its score and its various speeches from certain characters. Now, Sorkin, his strength is dialogue, most certainly, but The Newsroom is cinematically kind of a dud until at least the last 20 minutes of the show when they start reporting the news about the oil spill. Still, there's plenty to like within The Newsroom regarding its performances, the character interactions, the dialogue, and the sensitive subject matter. It's certainly a divisive show, to say the least, and it seems to favor more of a liberal point of view, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the show progresses, despite whatever problems I might have with the pilot episode, because I think Sorkin is one of the best writers out there. Definitely check it out if you have not seen it, and that's it from the Movie Rewind. Have a good day, folks. Until next time.
Studio 1A, this is Broadcast Center. You're up on router.
10 seconds. Ready, rolling. Ready, SOT.
Make it a 10 on the NYC back.
You're going to have to throw that Comcast.
It's just not going to stay.
In 4, 3, 2, and rolling.
Good evening. I'm Will McAvoy. This is Newsnight.